All right, hello everyone. This is a classic, and in today's episode, we're going to be playing some Modern Warfare 2. Who knew? I'm on the PC, playing away, and there's probably going to be hackers. There's going to be some names that are colored or something crazy. Hopefully, they can't hear me talking. I don't think there's voice chat. I don't think the voice chat is just auto on. If it is, then everybody's going to hear me talking, and that would kind of blow. But hey, if you're listening, WickedSharpz on YouTube, WickedSharpz just with a Z, go check it out. No space, just I'll be there. This video will be up there eventually. Anyways, never hurts to shamelessly advertise yourself all over the internet, right? That was a good throw. In today's episode, I just wanted to talk about some things that have been going through my mind. I mean, I'm not used to doing serious commentaries, but especially on a game that's this old, I feel bad about doing it, but I mean, I've been having a lot of fun playing it lately. I haven't played this game in forever. It kind of has that new feeling to it. Like back when it first came out and everybody loved it, it was like a godsend video game. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now with this game right now. So I just said right now twice. It's kind of fun to play. I want to talk about some serious stuff. Like recently, I mean, like literally like 2 days ago, I was live streaming to my Twitch and I was saying words, playing some trials. I was going through hard maps, so I was kind of screaming and stuff. And it's not usual that when I record or when I live stream, I get a knock on my door or something, because I tell everyone before I do these things, so I don't get interruptions. It's kind of a more professional way to handle it than have your mom or dad come in and just start screaming at them for no reason. So I always let my family know when I'm recording, that way they don't come in and stuff. But about halfway through this live stream, I get a knock on my door, and I was just like, well, that's unusual. That's dinner must be ready or something, and they just completely forgot, or something's going down. So I mute my mic, throw my headset on the table, and of course all the people watching are just like, what the fuck, dude? You just stopped talking and you stopped moving. And I promise you this gameplay is going to go terrible, because I suck at this game. I always have sucked at Modern Warfare 2, but at least I try, right? So I get that knock on my door, and it's just, she's just kind of standing there, and I'm like, what's up? What's going down? Why did you knock on my door? I'm live streaming. You got to be quiet. And now I feel like I was kind of dickish because of what she had to tell me, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I still should feel like a dick for telling her to go away immediately. Anyways, so she's like, she's just standing there kind of quietly, and it's kind of weird, and I'm like, this is awkward, say something. And she's like, well, I don't want to say her name because I don't know. I feel like I should leave names out of this. So recently, my uncle and my aunt, they moved to Ohio, and they were going up there to find cheap living because they were having troubles living with, in my city with me. They were having trouble getting along with money and stuff, so they decided that they would move to Ohio. They heard there was cheap housing there, at which there was. My uncle actually found a house for like $45,000. It needed almost no work on it or anything, which is unusual because it's a house pretty much the cost of a car. So that's pretty crazy. I think that's awesome, and I hope he has a good time in his house. But so they get there. They've been there probably a couple days. And earlier that day, the person that got the call from the person that told me that this happened, she got a call from my uncle, and my uncle was like talking to her, and they were just visiting and stuff, just letting her know that it was going okay. And suddenly my uncle had to kind of get off the phone and leave, and then a few hours later he called back, and my game froze. He called back and gave her the bad news. His wife, my aunt, she died. They don't know what it was from. It was either medication, or because she took a lot of medication. She had a lot of problems with like pain and stuff and a bunch of stuff like that, and she died. And it was so unexpected, and just like, so well, that kind of spoiled it. Anyways, I really didn't want to get anything included, so you guys, I don't know, I want to keep my personal life out of it, sort of, but I mean, by doing this commentary, that's doing the exact opposite. But so yeah, my grandma comes in and tells me, this happened, and I felt like I was punched in the chest, because I was like, there's no way. There's no way this happened. Like, I mean, I don't want to be mean or anything, but I was never really close to my aunt. I didn't hate her. I acknowledged her existence. I just never was really close, so it didn't like, it wasn't super bad, but it was definitely like a shock. Like, she's not that old, and that it was like really, it was hard. It was weird, and I think this is the first death I've ever experienced, and it's really weird for me. The fact that I'm not going to, I mean, even though I wasn't close and didn't particularly want to see her again, it's weird that I can't see her again. It's weird that that right has been taken away from me, and I feel wrong about it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that it happened, and it kind of sucks. Like, I'm not prepared for this to happen to somebody I really like. It kind of sounds shitty to say, but I mean, I wasn't fond of her, right? I mean, that sounds so bad. That sounds terrible, but that's the truth. I wasn't really that fond of her, so it didn't hit me as hard. But when it's somebody that I'm really connected with and care about, I don't know if I'm going to be ready for it. Like, just the way this made me feel was hard enough, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle somebody I really care about. Like, that's the scary thought, is that they're not there anymore. And the fact that they just moved, my uncle is all by himself, and my uncle's he's not a person to, I mean, he can deal with stuff like this. He can deal with this, but him being alone up there is just like, that's scary. If it was me, I don't know what I would do. Like, I honestly would be lost, and I hope he can get through this and continue to do what he does. I'm pretty sure they got the papers signed, or they're going to sign them soon, and he's going to have the house, and, well, he's going to start over in Ohio, and I don't know. Just, it's so bad. And then just knowing that he's there by himself, no one to help him out, because my uncle's not very self-productive, I guess you could say. Like, he asks a lot of questions, like, and he's not at all a handyman. He's really the opposite. He's handy retarded or something of that nature. And I don't know, him being alone up there, that's hard. That's hard to know, and it's hard not to be able to help him, because my uncle, he's been there for a long time. He was actually, like, basically he was my father figure for like 6 years when we lived in California. I mean, my dad was there, but I don't remember my dad as much as I remember my uncle, because my dad was either working or doing whatever it was my dad did when I was really young, and I can't remember my dad that well. But my uncle was always there. He was always taking me on paper routes with him. He was always doing stuff, and it's really hard to know that he's alone in Ohio, just trying to do what he does, and it's kind of scary. And then it brings me the thought of, I'm graduating from high school in a year, and I have no idea what I want to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't want to go to college in particular, but at least that might give me something I can do. Like, give me some way to feel like I'm being told to do something, because I love it when people tell me to do something. I am definitely not a leader. I am a follower, and I always have been. I probably always will be. I'm fine with following people's directions, and I kind of enjoy it. So when people give me the lead on things, I don't want to disappoint them and stuff like that. So I end up just saying, I'll go with whatever you want to do, no matter what. And I've always been that way, but now that I'm going to be graduating soon, that's kind of like, that to me is just, I should have died there. That is really a scary thought, and I don't know. Just, why does freedom scare me? That doesn't make sense. I should be happy. I should be like, yeah, away from my parents. I can swear and throw midgets at cars or something. I don't know, whatever free people do. But it's scary to me knowing that I'm not going to have somebody telling me what to do constantly. And I'm probably going to be, at least, I'm going to say, I'm probably going to be about as handyman proof and stuff as my uncle. I'm going to call my dad for everything when I'm on my own. Get his second judgment on what I'm doing, just to make sure that I'm doing it right. I need to have someone's input to tell me, hey, you're being stupid, or hey, you know, oh, you don't know how to do that, you do it like this. Like, I really need that guidance, because I have no clue how to do a lot of stuff, and I just feel like that freedom it's getting closer, and I have no idea what to do with it. Like, if I tomorrow just had freedom, no school, no work, no nothing, just a free living. Imagine I got free food, I got a free house and free power, all the necessities of living, and it was just dropped on me tomorrow. I would probably go insane. I would end up I would be a full-time YouTubing. I would do nothing but play games. You would, UCA12, you prick. And I would be scared in general. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd get a really strong left arm. I would play a lot of video games. That was lucky. And I would probably get really stupidly good at video games, and people would be like, you have no life, and I'd be like, my life is video games, don't judge me. And yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about serious stuff recently, and this isn't meant to be like in funny commentary or anything. This is meant to be like a serious, just kind of a sit down and real talk with you, and like I hope you can sort of get something from it, like, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've talked a lot, and I just haven't got anywhere with what I've been talking about. But another side note about my aunt passing and everything is just, I always used to joke around, because she, like, if you met her, you would be like, she's crazy, she's kind of weird. And she really was. She was a really, really weird person, and I always used to make fun of her because she's so weird. She would like stutter a lot, and she'd say a lot of random, like, most of the time I think all the drugs she was taking was it was definitely having an impact on her mental status, but at the same time she was still a person, and she's still my aunt, so I didn't not like her. I didn't hate her, for sure, but she always thought that I did. Like, she would always tell my grandma or my dad that she thought that I hated her, and I feel bad about that, because if she thinks that I hated her, if she thought that until the end, I feel really bad, because I don't want anyone to think that I hate them when they die. Like, seriously, I don't even want that on someone that I actually do hate with a passion. That's just a terrible feeling to know somebody hates you and you go out with that. I don't want that for anyone, and I especially don't want that for myself. And the fact that I really feel like it happened to her. Like, she went out thinking that I hated her, and that was nowhere near the truth, and I don't even know what to say about it. Like, fucking AA12, it sucks. Death it's there, and it's so unexpected that I can't even describe the feeling I got when I heard that. Like, it was like someone literally reached into my chest and squeezed my like heart. I don't know. It really felt like somebody punched me or something. And you can't ever feel that feeling unless something terrible happens, and that feeling, I don't like it. I don't want anyone to experience it, but it's there, and it sucks. I mean, a lot of people, they deal with a lot, and I've had an easy life and stuff. I'll admit to that. I've never really had any struggles. I really haven't. I mean, money's been really tight for my family before. I've gotten through that. That was nothing. That was just a way for the family to experience more things with each other. We didn't have money to go out and do a bunch of random stuff, go to Disneyland or anything. So we huddled together in our house, watched some TV, and had fun. We played games. My dad got a PS3. That was pretty awesome. And it like, I've never really had a hard life. I'll never admit to having a hard life. So, you know, stuff like this is like the first time for me. I've never experienced a death until now, and it's weird. I can't. I don't know why I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it's true. It's so weird to me that somebody could be there. You just saw them like 3 weeks ago at most, and you're never gonna see them again. It's hard for me to understand why, and I'm not comfortable with it. I don't want it to happen ever again. Like, but it's going to. It's just a fact that it's going to happen again, and I'm not up for it. I want to get the Well, anyways, I showed you how bad I am at this game. I talked about some serious stuff. I hope maybe you got something out of it. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But I needed to share my feelings. I really did. I just needed to get that out there. And if you watched the whole video, I'm happy that you could withstand the punishment that was me talking about serious subjects, because normally I'm not serious, and even a couple times in this commentary I tried to lighten it up a little bit with random stuff, and I really hope you can enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope everything goes well for you in the future. Goodbye.